Supporting the justice sector is one of the main avenues that the European Union is using to strengthen democratic governments, support the rule of law and the respect for human rights. The objective of the Access to Justice programme is to improve the service delivery and access to justice for citizens of Fiji. Two specific areas covered are the Judiciary and Legal Aid Commission and the Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission.
So Legal Aid was set up to ensure that even those who could not afford it would be able to access the legal or formal justice system by getting legal representation through the Legal Aid Commission if they could not afford it.
This Access to Justice program will actually support and assist the organization's work. Whilst advocating, we can ensure that there is better process and better ways, actually empowering our members to access, because within the disability and the law, there's a lot of need for what is known as procedural accommodation.
In the spirit of leaving no one behind, the EU has undertaken a firm commitment in Fiji to provide specific support to those persons who live with disabilities and supporting those organizations to provide better access to courts or, in the case of mental disability, providing mental psychosocial support.
For us, Access to Justice is one about participation. So, we'd rather be participators than be spectators to the world before us. And if the SDG is about leaving no one behind, here's another platform where we as an institution, we as a community of persons with disability, are also saying it's our right not to be left behind.
The Legal Aid Commission and the Judiciary both have critical roles to play in helping citizens access services not only in the urban centres but especially in rural areas and outer islands.
Access to justice by the vulnerable groups. What about the women? What about the children? What about disabled persons, people living with disabilities? How are they going to access our services? If they're not going to be able to access our services, how are we supposed to then reach out to them? So what Legal Aid has done, we have opened up branches throughout Fiji, as many places as possible. And what we also do is we conduct community awareness programs. So making sure that if the members of the public cannot come to us, we go to them.